They have him pinned somewhat, but with a semi-tractor like that, if he puts it in reverse, he'll just push those vehicles behind him away. But right now they've got him surrounded. The Bearcat pulled in front just moments ago. We're at Franklin and Beach Street in the Anaheim area. And at least for now, what we have is a standoff, and we haven't seen the suspects try and drive that vehicle ever since the Bearcat pulled in front. But you see the undercover vehicles. There's 3 of them there. There's more Fontana PD. This is a caper I'm sure they were on way back in Fontana. They know who this individual is. They're not going to let him get away. They're not going to let him make a run for it. I have suspect that this is a hardened criminal. They've been following, and they want, and they're going to take him into custody. Right now, we just have a standoff. But look at all the Fontana PD officers. And he's getting out. It looks like the door is opening right now. It's a critical moment.
Scott, you may not be able to see it, but the passenger is also out, hands up.
Right.
So that person on the other side is out right now, and then now they're trying to get to the driver.
Yeah, this is a critical moment right now. When the driver gets out, they don't know what they're dealing with. But if this driver makes a sudden move, they have guns drawn on this individual. And right now, it looks like he is cooperating with their commands. He's probably going to back up, maybe open his shirt up or pull it up to make sure there's nothing in his waistband. But more than likely, he'll be down on the ground here in a moment. And at this point in time, we don't know what they think about the passenger, if that's a suspect or if that is someone, as we mentioned, may have been held against their will. That will depend on how they treat that individual. But they have to get that person in custody. They have. And now you can see they're moving on to the passenger. And the passenger does not appear to be an individual that was held against their power or kidnapped and wants to give themselves up. It looks like they're actually not obeying the commands of officers right now. They have their guns drawn on that individual. This is a scary moment. Be careful here, Josh. If they have to open fire, which they look pretty intense right now, and it doesn't look like the passenger is just willingly giving themselves up.
Yeah, but we did see that passenger open the door right away once that tractor was surrounded and pinned. That door opened, those 2 hands came up, so they have been right there. So we're not quite sure because we obviously don't have ears on the ground to see if that person is not doing the commands. But again, we're obviously they are very careful, and you can see what a powerful show of force because you see so many of the undercover cars that were involved. Because at first, Philip, we just thought maybe there was 1 or 2, but to see so many swarm right into this location, really unbelievable.
Well, at that spot where they aggressively slammed into the side, it almost looked as if there was an undercover SUV in that parking lot because they actually ran into that. But this is an interesting thing because he's got something in his hand, and he's not letting that go. So they can actually, it seems to me, have cleared the cab of a third person. It seems as if that is also something they needed to make sure they did. So now you've got this one person, and they're not going to get on the other side.